I want to talk about something. Like yesterday, 2 nights ago, I had to roll up in a building because I felt someone I thought was a baby, may have been a baby, and I could hear a woman get raped, who I thought was Asian, but I don't know. So I rolled up in there, and I made one guy open his door because I thought it might be in there. And I kicked in another door, and that was an empty one. And then I couldn't figure out what the sort of screaming woman was coming from, what apartment. And a lot of them have these crazy ass locks you'd have to have a damn locksmith for. And then, like, it was because, like, I had just gone to try to sleep. I basically am back on, I guess you call it, the streets. Sort of, I feel more like I'm having a fucking ballistic war. But not really, you know. Anyway, so I tried to sleep in this one place that was sort of like behind a bar. And, like, I've wondered about that movie Pan's Labyrinth. Like, it's almost driven me insane. And, like, I kept thinking that behind that bar, it reminded me so much of that little girl when she was drawn on that wall. And I kept thinking of her. And, like, then I've tried to figure out all this shit. And then I started thinking, goddamn, maybe, I started thinking that a lot of that movie might have actually been filmed in Panama, but I'm not sure. And then I started thinking about all this stuff and that woman up there, and like that whole idea of that like the woman, the young woman, and then like this scary old thing with eyes in its hands. And I started thinking, god damn, there must be two people trapped somewhere, this old man and this young female, and I guess they just living off these babies. And this, I freaked out because I couldn't find that woman. I couldn't get into a lot of those places, and so I left. Even though I'm pretty sure that goddamn one empty apartment's in my name, which pisses me off because this old crazy bitch wouldn't let me stay in there. I slept there, but it was bad because when I slept there that night, 2 nights ago, it's like when I went to sleep, the door of the room I slept in was empty, but the door of the room I slept in was open, and when I woke up, it was closed. So I know someone came in the room. And anyway, so I went. I hate Preston. I hate Preston Latch Hoffman. I hate that old man. That man's a goddamn stalker. I'm not his concubine. I'm not his family. Neither is any of my children. Neither should any child be. Anyway, so then I went, and I could hear. I was thinking about all these missing kids I have from all these rapes I never consented to, that they somehow steal before I'm even big, unless they comatose me. And I walked up towards Cascavejo, and I was thinking about all these babies, because I keep feeling like these babies are getting eaten. And there was this apartment up on a corner of this balcony, and they started screaming bloody murder. It had to be like 8 little babies, like little kids, mom, mom, mom. And then they said it was birds, but he wouldn't let me up in this fucking apartment, and they wouldn't let these birds out either. And I just was like, oh my god, this is just, ugh. And so it's been horrible. They should not call this a movie, because whatever, these kids getting eaten is so real. And like, I ended up trying to, like, I don't know, like, It's bad. I started thinking that woman who was getting raped might actually be my real mom. Maybe either Mexican woman or Asian woman. And I honestly think somehow they got it so somebody's raping her. Maybe they're trapped together and the guy's eating her and these babies. I don't know. God, it's fucking crazy as shit ever. It's horrible. This is the most fucked up place I've ever been. Panama is really the most fucked up place I've ever been. I didn't even know any place was this fucked up. And I'm just like, holy shit, I gotta get my son AJ. I'm about ready to beg y'all to be hostage in any fucking, anyone you can find related to these people that got my kid and take them anywhere so I can get my kid back. Like, I'm getting fucking desperate. Because I know they've been torturing all these little kids and eating them. I'm getting crazy as fuck. I can't. It's not even crazy. I know they're doing it. They deny like hell. I know they're doing it. They'll give me food with dead babies in it from our people, and I'm just like, what the fuck, motherfuckers? Like, I know. Like, how do you think you could get away with this shit? Like, why are y'all so fucked up? But then some people here are so chill, and I actually really think I do have some sons and daughters in their 20s and 30s from being in Panama as a hostage as a little girl and getting raped. And I got one video on here where I found another little girl some old man stole that's getting raped by him. You know, pretty much if you hear a child screaming bloody murder, it means they are in danger and they're not with their real mom. So, like, really, like, every fucking time. And it scares the shit out of me because I think I have at least one small child that they've somehow fucked up their voice or box or something so they can't scream, and then I really freak out and I'm just like, oh my god, it's just a nightmare. It's a goddamn nightmare. And then I'm like, maybe we should just kill off all the Hispanic and white USA adults over 40. Like, I'm fine with that. Or, well, over 47. I think I might have an older brother. But, like, I'm fine with that, like, for real. And maybe it's just the Panamanians, but I think it's the Colombians too. I think the Colombians are even worse. Sometimes I think the Colombians actually invaded and took over Panama, and they're the ones doing this shit, and they're calling themselves Panamanian. That might be it too. And it might be that Pan's Labyrinth is a Colombian film movie, and they've been calling themselves Mexican. I don't know. It's so fucked up. It's so scary. Like, I'm not exaggerating. There ain't nothing about this shit that ain't real. And like, a lot of the black people told me they feel it too. You know, that some of these babies might be black babies. You know, I'm related to. We feel them eating these babies. We all going fucking crazy. I know they're eating most of them in Panama, and I'm about ready to fucking kill everybody who's not invading with a shit ton of weapons. Of course, I need to be killing the people eating the babies, but you would be amazed how goddamn hard it is when they're related to these cops here. So,